Hello YouTube! Boss Mo here. Welcome sa Green Minded Channel. So ito, may nag-request sa atin na tingnan natin yung video ni FTD Pax. Hindi ko alam kung Pinoy ba to or sa ibang bansa. Meron siyang 1.46 million subscriber. At meron siyang video na ang title ay ibang bansa nga ito. 10 surprising occult symbols that are seen everywhere. So, kung tatagalogin natin to, mga cult symbols, tama ba? Na makikita natin kahit saan. Na hindi natin pinapansin, minsan ganun. So, tingnan natin kung ano nga ba ito or may katotohanan ba itong video niya ito. Let's go.
Surrounding the occult. After all, the word means to hide, conceal, and secret. But over time, there's certain symbols linked to the occult that have become less and less of a secret. And in this episode of FTD Facts, I'm exploring 10 surprising occult symbols that exist. Hey guys, welcome back to FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and every culture that you can think of has some sort of occult practice, symbol, or belief. And now this episode won't be an exhaustive look at these symbols, but it'll definitely shed a lot of light on them. But before we continue, leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring that bell if this is your first time here.
Patay tayo dyan, English.
FTD Facts. That way you'll be notified of future episodes like this. All right, so let's jump right into this episode. Starting at number 10, we have Baphomet. Now, the image of Baphomet was originally created back in 1854 by the occultist Eliphaz Levi for his book Dogmas and Rituals of High Magic. But even before this depiction, Baphomet was a deity that the Knights Templar were accused of worshipping, and then it was incorporated into the occult and mystical traditions. Now, the name Baphomet appeared in the trial transcripts for the Inquisition of the Knights Templar, starting back as early as 1307. And the symbol reflects a number of principles that are considered to be fundamental to occultists, and it was influenced by Kabbalah, Hermeticism, alchemy, as well as other beliefs. Now, Baphomet as a goat face in an inverted pentagram is also a very popular occult symbol. Number 9, we have...
Parang nakikita ko nga yung mga ano na yun. Ewan ko kung sa libro or kung saan ko siya nakita. Parang nakita ko nga yung symbol na yun.
The Tetragrammaton. Now, you wouldn't really think that this next one would have anything to do with the occult, but it actually does. So, God is called by many names in...
Ang hirap intindihin ito, Tetragrammaton na to. Alam ko mga pastor na intindihan to.
Hebrew. And the word Tetragrammaton...
Hindi ko lang alam kung mag-gets talaga nila yun.
Is a Greek word that means word of 4 letters. And it was one of the names that the Jews would write down, but they would not pronounce it. It was considered to be too holy to be said by anyone. Now, early Christian transliterators, they pronounced this name Jehovah from the 17th century and beyond. And by the time we got to the 19th century, the word was retransliterated into the word Yahweh. So the letters that make up the Tetragrammaton are Yod, He, Vah, and He. Now, in English, they're commonly written as YHWH or JHVH. It's got the J and the Y.
Kasi kailan lang naman naging Yahweh. Parang nadagdagan na lang yan. Pero pinaka pangalan talaga yun is the YHWH. Parang ganun. Yung sabi nila. Parang Tetragrammaton. Hindi ko alam. Pero kailan na lang nadagdagan na A yun tsaka E Parang kaya naging Yahweh siya.
As a V and the W can be translated into the same pronunciation. Now, occultists based in Judeo-Christian mythology consider the Hebrew names of God such as Adonai and Elohim to hold a lot of power in them, but none of them hold as much power as the Tetragrammaton. And in the occult, God is most commonly represented by the Tetragrammaton. And even occultists believe that, yeah, you do not say this word. There's so much power in it, and people don't even understand the power that is in that word. Even Aleister Crowley was like, yeah, this word is very powerful. But now moving on to number 8, we have the Rosy Cross. The Rosy Cross is often associated with a number of different schools of thought, including the Golden Dawn, the Thelema, the OTO, as well as the Rosicrucians, also known as the Order of the Rose Cross. Now, each of these groups have a different type of interpretation of the symbol, and they
tama si Minato eh. Yung tetragrammaton kasi is yung mga ganun is mga Hebrew lang talaga nakakabasa nun. Pero alam ko na-translate na sa yun. Sa parang New Testament, parang ganun. Naisali na yun eh.
Use it in different ways, but this shouldn't be a surprise because magic as well as occult and esoteric symbols are often used to communicate different ideas that you can't really express just in speech. There's often a whole world when it comes to symbols. So every single group, of course, is going to have a different perspective. Now, a pentagram...
Marami namang klase ng cross. Meron pa dyan nung nag-aaral ako sa St. Paul nung elementary ako yung every namin, kasi madre yun St. Paul. Every umaga namin, every morning, bago kami pumasok, mag-start ng school, magro-rosary muna. Rosary yun, sa oras. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord. Pero yung rosary, pero may bula-bulaklak pa sa mga gilid. Araw-araw yun, St. Paul. Kasi madre ang principal eh.
Is displayed at the end of each arm of the cross. And now each of these pentagrams bears a symbol of 5 elements. There's a wheel for spirit. There's a bird's head that symbolizes...
Hindi lang siya design. Alam ko may mga meaning talaga siya. Hindi siya design lang.
Air, the zodiac sign for Leo, which is a fire sign, and the zodiac symbol for Taurus, which is an earth sign. And then there's a zodiac symbol for Aquarius, which is a water sign. This next one probably doesn't come as a surprise to many of you, but the pyramid is here. Now, the pyramid is a key symbol in Freemasonry.
Ito yung symbol ng third eye, yung pyramid. Yan yung sumisimbolo sa third eye. Tama ba?
And reported to be a symbol used by the Illuminati. And this is
may nabanggit akong third eye.
Especially when it's depicted with a separated capstone. So in
yan, third eye. Sabi ko sa iyo eh. Nabanggit akong third eye. Naisali nga bossing kasi kaso medyo naghalo-halo ang mga salita diyan. Medyo hindi na puro ang Hebrew language nila na may bagong sa tagal ng panahon. Biruin mo 2000. Oo, tama. Kahit ako naman may rin naman ako sa mga translation na yun eh. Kasi paano nilang na-perfect yung translation nun, di ba? Ewan, bahala sila. Symbol, yun ba? Tama ba? Yun ba yun? Tinan mo, ang ganda, di may interaction kayo, di ba? Ang dami nyo rin palang alam eh. Pero kasi sa akin, basta nakita kong gano'n, yung may mata sa gitna, tapos triangle na gano'n, parang sumisimbolo sa third eye eh. Parang gano'n lagi ang nakikita ko. Hindi ko alam pero yun lang naman ang sa akin. Sabi ni Kuya Sakmed, symbol ng pyramid is center ng mundo. Yun pala yun. Symbol ng Illuminati. Illuminati ang third eye. Nako, karadig na naman ang third eye si yun. Parang galit na galit kayo kay third eye Yan ang number 1 rules ng mga Muslim, kaya ayaw nila translate ang Quran nila. Ayaw nila mabaho ang alam nila ng Holy Book. Oo. Basta mga Muslim, yung mga kapatid nating Muslim, basta inano mo ang Muslim na ang Quran, naku, yari ka sa mga yan. Wag mong lalapas sa kanin ng Quran. Quran. Tama ba? Matindi ang nila dyan. Matindi ang pagdepensa nila dyan sa Quran. So, galang na lang natin. Ayun yun yung pinakita niya, triangle na may third eye. Di ba? Totoo, bossing, Illuminati ang symbol ng third eye na may triangle. Di ba yun din yung ginagamit sa ano? Kung napapansin niyo yung mga agi-agimat na medalyon, may nakikita ako nun bilog tapos may pyramid sa gitna. Tapos may third eye sa pinakagitna. May mata sa pinakagitna. Di ba nagsisimbolize din siya ng agimat, yung mga medalyon? Doon ko rin nakikita yan eh. Yung triangle, ang tawag doon, Solo de Dios. O, di ba? Ang dami niyo palang alam eh. Nakakatuwa naman kayo. Ako, wala ko alam. Yung triangle na may mata sa gitna, ang tawag diyan sa atin ay Solo de Dios. Solo de Dios. Anong ibig sabihin ng Solo de Dios yun? Hindi, para ma-share natin din sa mga nanonood natin, di ba? Very informative na rin tayo naman dito. Kung ano yung nalalaman nyo, bigay nyo yung opinion nyo at babasahin ko naman yan. So, disclaimer lang po, yung mga sinasabi po namin dito is kanya-kanyang opinion lang po kami at binabasa ko lang po iyon. Hindi naman po namin sinabing eksakto yun na yun. So, yun po ay base lamang po sa aming mga knowledge or sariling kaalaman. Kung may mali po kami, pwede nyo kami i-correct. Pwede po kayo mag-comment na para itama kami. At tatanggapin naman namin yun eh. Pero iba-iba ang meaning ng may third eye na may triangle. Iba-iba ba? Kahit anong manggagamot mo itanong, alam nila yan. Tatanong ko kay Maestro Osi. Depende kung saan gagamitin po. Hi, Josh Santos. Di ba? Ang dami niyo palang alam eh. Marami pa kayong alam eh. Ayun nga, Eunice. Depende.
In certain occult circles, the all-seeing eye is thought...
May star pa sa gitna, Sa manggagamot, ang symbols na yan ay how to connect with the spirit. Sagrado sa kanila yan. So, yun yung parang sinusuot nilang parang medalyon, Kumusta ka, Diyos Santos? Isa lang naman ibig sabihin ng Illuminati, New World Order yan. Tama. New World Order. I'm sure si Sir Ed meron yan. Dapat pala, alamin natin yan.
Referred to a great divide among the people. Now, each level or step of the pyramid represents a socioeconomic class, and the capstone with the eye represents the most elite and their elevated status among the rest of humankind. The Tree of Life is
yun. May level pala yun. Galing.
Also a very popular occult symbol. It's also called Etz Chaim in Hebrew, and it's a common visual depiction of the 10 Sephirot of Kabbalah. Each Sephirot represents an attribute of God.
Nung nasimulan kasi ng Illuminati ang pangkat nila, yan ang ginamit nilang triangle na may mata. Daming alam ni Kuis, Labasan ng laman ng utak. Huwag yung puro kayo kalokohan. Gumawa kayo ng tao. Ano sila, Ashley? Ba't hindi na nagsasalita?
Through which he manifests his eternal will. Now, the Tree of Life doesn't represent a single sort of system or anything like that, but it can be applied to the formation and existence of both physical as well as metaphysical worlds, as well as to one's own soul and state of being or understanding.
Ito, hindi ko pa nakita tong symbol na to.
On top of that, different schools of thoughts like Kabbalistic, Judaism, as well as
modern. Sabi nga Hebrew daw galing daw sa Hebrew. Tree of Life.
Western occultism also offer different interpretations of the symbol. Halfway in at number 5, we have this one here, the evil eye. The evil eye is a curse that is believed to be cast when you give an evil glare. And it's usually
Ibig sabihin kaanig. Maloko kayo.
given to a person when
Nananahimik eh.
they are completely unaware that it's happening. Now, many cultures believe that receiving an evil eye will cause misfortune or some sort of injury. So be careful out there, guys. The evil eye is often
Evil eye. Ay, yung kay Sakuragi, killer eye. Killer eye. Killer eye.
sold as jewelry, decoration, among other things. And it was said to be created to protect people against the evil eye or evil spirits. Number 4 brings us the hieroglyphic Monad.
Yan, evil eye. Madami nagkalat ngayon. Sa Mami Shai fan na fan ng evil eye. Ha? Si Mami Shai? Si Mami Shai? Fan na fan ng evil eye? Ano ng evil eye? Anong purpose, anong power ng binibigay ng evil eye? Mapapaliwanag mo ba, Eunice? Hindi ko alam yung evil eye na yan. Sige, Minato. Tingnan natin.
Now, this is a symbol that was created by John Dee and described in Monas Hieroglyphica, or the
hieroglyphic monads.
Hieroglyphic monad, back in the year 1564.
Oh, katagal na, 1564.
This symbol is intended to represent the reality of the monad, which is a singular entity from which all material things are said to come from. Now, the symbol is constructed from 4 distinct symbols. There's the astrological signs for the moon and the sun, as well as the cross and the zodiac sign of Aries, the ram, represented by 2 semicircles at the bottom of the glyph. The symbol at number 3 is the seal of the truth of God. The sigillum de Emeth, or the seal of the truth of God, is most widely known through writings and artifacts from John Dee, who was a 16th century occultist as well as an astrologer in the court of Elizabeth I. Now, while the symbol does appear in older texts, Dee was actually not happy with them, and so it's believed that he gained guidance from an angel to construct his own version of the symbol. And now Dee's system of angelic magic, known as Enochian, is heavily rooted in the number 7, and it's a number which is strongly connected to the 7 traditional planets of astrology. So with this, the
Siligam... astrology yun, di ba? Yung mga yung mga symbol na ganun.
De Emeth is primarily constructed of heptagrams, which are 7-pointed stars, and heptagons, which are 7-sided polygons. Now let's take a look at the created universe symbol. Occultists of the Renaissance period, they offer contradictory views of the created universe, and there was a sort of common sense struggle between...
Ako pa talaga nagdala ng evil eye na yun. Buti hindi ako naharang sa immigration. Baka kala nila, nagpa-practice ako ng black magic. Matik, kulong ako. Ay, bawal ba yun? Oo, kasi Muslim country yun no? Hindi ako makasabay, putik na English kasi. kahit nga ako minato Pinipilit ko lang intindihin Pentagram yun. Pentagram. Si Kuis, ang dami alam mo, dapat ganito nire-react Kuis Mga ganitong sa topic Wag na tayo sa mga kababalaghan communities. Dito na tayo sa informative channel tayo. Nakakapag-interact kayo.
Spirit and matter, where material things are imperfect and contrary to spiritual things, as per modern Christian teachings. And now the illustrator and occultist Robert Flood often promoted this view as well. And because Christianity envisions God as a tripartite being, we have the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, all united within a single Godhead, the triangle is commonly used as a symbol for God. Now, the upper triangle of this whole symbol here, with a tetragrammaton in the middle of it, symbolizes...
Bukas, premier mo, Biringan. Sino si Minatoy? Magpi-premier siya, Biringan. Pinasok ko mundo ni Ayos yan. Panonoorin natin yan. Biringan.
Is the totality of God. And in the lower triangle, we see 3 circles in it. Now, with the center being a solid mass. And then the solid mass is actually physical reality. And this
Actually, wala ako alam doon sa mga ano na to eh. Hindi ako masyado makapagsalita kasi wala ako alam doon sa mga symbol-symbol eh. Kaya ako nahihirapan talaga magpalit ng content eh. Kasi hindi ko talaga alam. Pero ano, as the time goes by, matututunan naman natin yung mag-research eh, di ba? Tsaka andyan naman kayo, yung iba sa inyo, alam naman yung mga napapanood natin. Comment nyo lang at babasahin natin yan.
circles represent the 3 realms. There's physical, celestial, and angelical. And finally, the occult symbol at number 1 is the lightning bolt. Yeah, this one was very surprising to me. So satanic worshippers identify this as 777. And this was made
777. Bah, lucky 7.
popular by Aleister Crowley, who wrote the Guide to Witchcraft and Satanic Worship. It said that Aleister Crowley hated God so much that he named himself.
Sa Russia, bawal ang black magic. Nung panahon nila, 1800, alam ko kasi mahigpit din ng mahigpit din ng mga Russian sa pagdating sa mga sa mga paniniwala, lalo na doon sa mga black magic. Alam ko ayaw nila din. Ang daming alam nga ni Cruz. Dapat ganito na lang content ni Cruz eh.
777. Why? Because 666 was already taken. Now, Aleister Crowley's instructions to his followers was that they should learn to speak as well as write and walk backwards so that they can open themselves up to hear the demon.
Tama. Parang ang Russia is galit sila sa witchcraft. Parang ayaw nila nga ng witchcraft.
World speak to them. You'll also notice this lightning bolt symbol in the form of the letter S as well. And this is simply because when Lucifer was kicked out of heaven, he fell out of heaven like lightning. And this is according to Jesus in the New Testament of the Bible. And in satanic circles.
Pero sino nakakaalam sa inyo istorya niya? Sa Russia yata yun. Si Rasputin. Di ba? I'm sure alam niyo yun. Kilala niyo si Rasputin.
The symbol represents the destroyer, which Satan is called. All right, guys, so that wraps up this episode on 10 surprising occult symbols that exist. And let me know, were some of these occult symbols new to you, or did you know all of them?
Wala lahat. Konti lang.
Sound off down below. I'd just love to hear your thoughts and comments about anything that
ayoko na mag-comment. Pag i-Englishin mo pa ako, walang iya naman. Huwag ganun. Sinabi ko na, I don't know.
mentioned in this episode as well. Now, guys, before I head on out, I'm going to be replying to some of your comments that you left, specifically on a video that we did.
Sige, pahinga ka lang, Ashley, no problem.
Titled 10 Most Popular Gods That People Worship. So let's jump into those comments right now. The first comment comes from Malcolm Baxter, and he says, FTD Facts, I'm loving the trends.
Pero sa Russia, maraming dull witch. Pero di ko sure, ha? Biglang bawi eh.
Of gods and stuff that you're covering and explaining.
Nga, Ashley,
keep it up. Good job.
Pahinga ka na, may bukas pa naman, Ashley. Pahinga ka na, Ashley. Pwede mo naman balikan to eh. Kahit bukas mo panoorin. Pahinga ka na, Ashley.
Job. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking about, do things more related to God and spirituality, and asking for us to do videos about different beliefs because there's so much to talk about. So I'm really glad that you guys are actually enjoying this. And if it's something that you want to see more of, keep letting me know below in the comment section. Definitely a lot of these videos are based on what you guys are suggesting. Now, the next commenter is Super Syed, and he says, God is someone who created everything.
Super Syed. Super Syed. Galing na pangalan. Parang Pinoy ito ah. God is someone who created everything. Simple. Pwede.
Simple.
Oo, ganun nga naman.
Well, that depends on your definition of God, because in some spheres, the God with a lowercase g actually means a type of ruler or just someone who's given an elevated status in society. Like, for example, the famous Indian cricket player Sachin Tendulkar, he's called the God of cricket. Not that he's a God that like created people or anything. But
alam ko may ibig sabihin pa yun yung small letter G at saka yung malaking letter G. Di ba? Ito nga, pinapaliwanag nila. Medyo may idea nga ako dun eh. Kaya lang, mahirap naman kasi magsalita eh.
But he played the game so good that it was like he was elevated above anyone else in the world of cricket. So in that sense, you can see that the term God can be used in many different ways, not just referring to the belief in a creator God. All right, so now let's see what 11 Starfire had to say. You left out one very, very important God that people have worshipped since before Zeus and still openly worship today. Money. And,
Makes sense. Makes sense. Hindi naman siguro lahat. Ito naman, grabe naman to si Starfire. Hindi naman lahat. Talaga namang mahalaga ang pera sa atin. Pero, wag mo naman lahatin. Naman. Gcash na kayo. Pinakay ng Gcash. Masyado namang minaterial ni minaterial ni Starfire. Natawa rin ako eh. Makes sense. Di ba? May sense naman eh. Pero hindi naman lahat. Wag mo naman lahatin Starfire. Not all Starfire. If you're watching this video, not all. Finish. Wala ko sabi. Finish na lang. May point talaga. Natawa ka ako eh. Uubusin lang yung dextrose, uwi rin kami. Bukas ka na makaka-uwi, Ashley. Anong wheelchair? Ba't ka matutulog? Hindi humiga ka sa kama ng ospital. Wala ka nang tinapay naman. Sino bang ospital yan? Tawagan ko nga. Yung director ng ospital na yan. Sabihin ko, asikasuhin ka. If you're watching this, Starfire, you made me laugh. But seriously, not all people are worshiping money. Finish. Don't say that. Not all.
Honestly, this is probably one of the realest comments that I've seen in a while, because yeah, it's so true. I was thinking about this. I'm like, how am I going to respond?
Make sense naman talaga yung niya. May sense naman yung comment niya
to this. And then I was looking, I'm like, yeah, we say the term all the time. I need money. Oh my God, I don't have any money. And then it's like money becomes our God. But I'm like, didn't humans create money? Money is actually a tool. It's a medium of exchange. We created it. We got power over money. So great comment, man. Definitely made me think a lot more. All right, guys, so that's it for me. I'm going to be heading out. But before you guys head out, I'm going to be leaving you with a related video. It's going to be coming up right now. So definitely stay tuned until the end.
So, yun. Marami naman tayo natutunan na yan, sa baba, natutuwa ako at si Kuya Sakumed active siya. Marami palang alam si Kuya Sakumed tsaka si Minato di ba? Ang ganda nung topic natin, di ba? Ako, wala akong masyadong alam, pero binabasa ko lang yung sinasabi ko. Oo nga, no? Pero natawa ako sa huli, yung money. So yun, thank you very much for your video, FTV Fox. We hope we can see you next time, if there's a next time. I don't want to see your video again, man. My nose is bleeding so much. So hanggang doon na lang. Maraming salamat. Sana may natutunan kayo. Sana. Bye-bye.